Hello children, we are back again to finish the latter part of the lesson. And in this lesson children, you will be studying state and their capitals along with union territories and their capitals. Alright children? Now before I begin with the lesson, let us quickly have a recap of what we had learnt in our previous class. We were learning about India and its neighbors. Yes children? India has got 9 neighboring countries, out of which 7 are sharing borders. There are 3 in the north, China, Nepal and Bhutan. 2 in the east, that is Bangladesh and Myanmar. In the south, you've got island countries, Sri Lanka and Maldives. In the west, you've got Pakistan and Afghanistan. Yes, children? 7 are sharing borders and 2 are island countries. Alright, children? Then India and political divisions. India happens to be a very large country, children. So it is divided into states so that they can be administered properly. Alright, children? Now each state has its own capital and the government works from that capital. Alright, children? The state government looks after the matters of the state. Alright. And they have their offices in the capital of that particular state. Now, the union territories are governed by the central government. The central government works from the capital of our country, that is Delhi. And the central government, children, looks after the entire country, the needs of the entire country. All the state government people report to the central government if they have a problem. Alright, then the center is in power. Right, children? Now, children, there are 28 states and 9 union territories. Alright, children? Now, children, now I will read the state and their capitals. Children, you have to learn this. And you must know on the map, on the political map of India, you will be marking each state with different color and marking their capital. Children, you will not use blue color for any state because blue is for water bodies. Alright, children? Now you have to learn these. Come on, put your finger and let us read. States. Each state has its own capital and government. The governor, the chief minister, and the ministers and senior officers live in the state capital. Yes, children? Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Assam, Dispur, Bihar, Patna, Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Goa, Panaji, Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Haryana, Chandigarh, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla, Jharkhand, Ranchi, Karnataka, Bangalore, Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, then Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Maharashtra, Mumbai, Manipur, Impal, Meghalaya, Shillong, Mizoram, Aizwal, Nagaland, Kohima, Odisha, Bhubaneswar, Punjab, Chandigarh, Rajasthan, Jaipur, Sikkim, Gangtok, Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Please turn the page. Telangana, Hyderabad, Tripura, Agartala, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Uttarakhand, Dehradun, West Bengal, Kolkata. It's interesting, children. Gandhinagar, the capital of Gujarat, is named after the father of the nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Why? Because he originated from Gujarat and he was a Gujarati, children. Alright, children? Right there, important. That can be asked in the exam. Union territories. The 9 union territories are directly ruled by the central government at New Delhi. Given below is a list of union territories and their capitals. You have to learn this also, children. On one side, write down learn. Learn the union territories and their capitals. That can be asked in a question like match the column. Alright. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Port Blair. Chandigarh, Chandigarh. Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Silvassa. Daman and Diu, Daman. National Capital Territory of Delhi, New Delhi. Jammu and Kashmir. Children, now Jammu and Kashmir has got 2 capitals. Summer capital and winter capital. Now, Srinagar is the summer capital and winter capital is Jammu. When it is very cold, Srinagar is closed down because of the snow. Then they change the capital and they come down to Jammu. Alright? This is the only place which has two capitals and they keep changing, summer capital and winter capital. Ladakh, Leh. Lakshadweep, Kavitri. Puducherry is Puducherry. Alright, children? It's interesting. Goa is the smallest state in India and Rajasthan, children, is the biggest state in India. Andaman and Nicobar are the largest union territories and Lakshadweep is the smallest union territory of India. Alright, children, right? They're important. That is also important. Now, come to the next page. India has varied landforms. In the last lesson, children, you had studied about the different landforms. Northern mountains, northern plains, the Great Indian Desert, the coastal regions, all that. Yes? Climate. People of different parts of India speak different languages, eat different food, wear different clothes. We may have differences, okay, children? But we all are Indians. Like, we come from different houses. Some are Hindus, some are Muslims, some are Christians. But once when we enter the gates of Carmel, we are all Carmelites. Yes, children? Similarly, we belong to different religions, different states, different languages, we eat different food, but we all are Indians. Yes, children? So, we all live together unitedly. Together. Okay? This makes India a great country and we should be proud of our country. Yes, children? Alright. Word meanings, children, which I had already written on the blackboard. You have to learn them. Let's recall. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. The states are run by the state government that comprises of chief minister and the governor. The union territories are run by the central government. Alright, children? Now, let's answer. Fill in the blanks. Dash separates India from Sri Lanka. What separates? Park Strait. In the dash, write down. Fill in the blanks. Yeah. First one. Park Strait separates SEPAR. Separates India from Sri Lanka. Yes? There are 28 states. Number 2, there are 28 states and 9 union territories. Yes, girls? Number 3. Dispur is Assam's capital. No, sorry. India's neighboring countries to the west are India's neighboring countries to the west are Pakistan, capital P because it's a proper noun. Pakistan and Afghanistan, capital A. Correct, children? Number 4. Dash is Assam's capital. Dispur Dispur. Capital D, children, is the capital of Assam. Yes, girls? Last one, the summer capital of Jammu Kashmir is Srinagar. The summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir is Srinagar. Capital S again. All right? Now, you have to do this fill in the blanks in the book itself, children. Match the column, which we will match it orally. Okay? Patna, there is column A, Patna, Shimla, Ranchi, and Trivandrum. Okay? Now, you will join Patna and Bihar. Shimla, which Himachal Pradesh. Ranchi, with Jharkhand. And Tiruvananthapuram, you will join it with Kerala. Alright? Tiruvananthapuram was initially called Trivandrum, children, as Bombay's name has been changed to Mumbai, Calcutta to Kolkata, Madras to Chennai, children. So is Trivandrum changed to Tiruvananthapuram. Alright, children? Now, turn the page, question answers, children. I'll be sending you on WhatsApp, but orally, quickly, I'll give you the answers. Name the countries that lie to the east of India. That is Bangladesh and Myanmar. Name the countries that lie to the south of India, Sri Lanka and Maldives. What are the political divisions of India? Name them. The political divisions of India are 28 states and 9 union territories. Yes, children? Where do people of central government and state government live? The people of central government live in Delhi, which is the capital of India, and the members of the state lives in their state capital. Alright, children? And they govern from there. What are the functions of the central government and the state government? The central government looks after the entire country and directly rules over the 9 union territories, while the state government deals with the matters of that particular state. Alright, children? Now, let's explore. Children, if India would have been divided into further states, would it be a plus point or would it cause problems? Children, it will cause problems and confusions. Why? Because each state has got its own culture, its own food habits, its own festivals. So, it's going to cause confusions. Right, children? Now, value and life skills. Children, if supposing a girl comes from another country to your class, would you be friendly with her or would you not talk to her? You will be friendly to her. Why? Because you will come to know more about her country, her customs, their traditions, their festivals, their way of clothing. Alright? So you will learn. So you should make friends with such people. Okay? Last one, children, let's integrate. Please put a cross there and write there omit. That we will not be doing it. Alright, children? That's all for today. Here I end up the lesson. Hope it is clear to you all. Read the lesson, revise the lesson for better understanding. Thank you, children. God bless you.